Hello everyone, my name is Ciel Bovary and I'm here to present the research called Digitalization and Economic Growth in the European Union, a Catalyst for Prosperity, which was co-authored with Cristina Criste, Oana-Ramona Lobonț, and Luca, Magda, Mihaela. A little bit about the structure, we are going to focus on 6 main things. The first one being research objectives, and then we are going to delve on with literature review, data and methodology, results, key findings, and policy implications. The research objective was to conduct at the level of the European Union between 2017 until 2021 the consequences and the impact of digitalization on economic development. The literature review is mixed on the effects of digitalization and on the economic growth. On one side, there are plenty of works that state the positive impact of digitalization on the economic growth, such as the work from Alexander et al., while on the other side, Kaprovska argues that this process also presents challenges, including social impacts, security risks, and different levels of preparedness in various sectors. These negative effects include rising income inequality and the digital divide. Fajar et al. Analyzed the relationship between the development of information and communication technology, ICT, and the regional economy, showcasing that the development of ICT has a positive and statistically significant impact on the regional economy. Ling et al. Further supported this notion, highlighting the function of the digital economy in promoting high-quality economic development in different regions. This is the bibliometric analysis that we have conducted. On the left side, we see the word cloud on the most important words used in the titles of the documents. We can see clearly that there are 3 clusters, the one on the left being the red one, with its most important term being digitalization. The one on the left, the one on the right, sorry, is the one blue, which has the most important term being information, and the one on the bottom is the economic growth. On the right side, we see the network of the most relevant countries. We see that there are 4 clusters. The one on the right side is mainly focused on Ukraine and its collaboration with England. The one on the bottom side being the blue one, we see that the People's Republic of China collaborates with Pakistan, but also with Russia. The data and methodology that we have employed for this paper is as follows. We have a digital composite indicator that we have created based on 12 indicators, which were formed in 4 dimensions. These four dimensions were workforce and experts, digital technologies, digital infrastructure, and digital education. We also have the economic growth side, which was represented by the real GDP growth rate. The period of our study was 2017 until 2021, and the countries were the 27 member states of the European Union. Here is a better representation of what we have exactly done for our paper. So we took our data, we have obviously normalized it, we have created covariance matrix, and we have, after all, at the end, created a PCA in order to create our composite indicator. Then we have done the regression analysis, and then we have, of course, at the end, evaluated the results. This is a correlation matrix between the 12 indicators. We clearly can see that the vast majority of our indicators are positively and strongly correlated with the other ones, showcasing that we can apply the PCA, the principal component analysis, for our in order to create a composite indicator. This is a scatter plot results between the GDP per capita and our own ICT. We clearly see that the higher the GDP per capita, the higher the ICT. So there is a clear positive correlation between our indicators. This is the OLS fixed effects and random effects models. We see that on the left top side, the ordinary least square has an R-square of 0.005, which is extremely low. Therefore, we have applied other methodologies in order to see if they are better suited for our indicators. We have applied the fixed effect and we have R square of 0.98, which means that 98% of the variance can be explained based on our model. We have done as well the random effects with an R square of 0.32. And in order to see which one of the fixed effects or the random effects is better suited for our indicators, we have applied the Hausman test. And based on the p-value of it, we have chosen the fixed effects model. We have on the left top side, the unifactorial estimation. This is to better see our methodologies and the results of our methodologies. We see the OLS, the fixed effects of the random effect, and their respective R square, adjusted R square, F statistics, and Darwin-Watson results. On the right side, top right side, we see the results of the DOLS and the FMOLS, which are the robustness checks. And based on the results, we clearly see that the indicators that we have chosen are strongly correlated with one another. On the left side, the robust least square regression results are presented, and the same conclusion can be drawn. The indicators that we have chosen, the ICT, the one that we have created, and the GDP per capita are clearly suited together, well suited together. The key findings, we may conclude that the constant in all the three regression models have positive values and a substantial effect based on the EVIUS program's results. In all three models, the slope records positive values, indicating a direct and positive association between the model's two variables, as well as a notable impact on GDP per capita. And obviously, in our analysis, we chose to employ the fixed effects model based on the Hausman test's results. Conclusions. The primary findings confirm that the nations with high level of digitalization also exhibit high rates of economic expansion. Finland and Denmark have the greatest levels of digitalization intensity, showcasing their respective governments' focus on achieving higher and more sustainable economic growth. Additionally, the COVID-19 pandemic has sped up the development of digital intensity. This phenomenon can be explained by the imposition of a number of restrictions during the pandemic period, which force citizens and businesses to adopt new digital processes that enhance their capacity to adjust swiftly to unique circumstances and make effective decisions. Nonetheless, Romania and Bulgaria still exhibit low levels of technical process digitalization, and this reluctance to change might be attributed to the perception that the digitalization process is a cost rather than a long-term investment. Let's begin with the policy recommendations. Based on the results of the research study, a number of policy guidelines and recommendations can be developed. Therefore, there is an urgent need for EU states to enhance and fortify the process of awarding funds for the public sector that takes digital transformation into account. And the second one, to bring the level of digitization to a specific base level across the EU. Perhaps through a directive at the EU level is required and mandatory. Thank you very much for paying attention.